This episode of Scam School brought to you by Domain.com.
Welcome to the show that's all about achieving balance during a field sobriety test. Scam School, the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the streets. Hello, beautiful
Citizens of the internet, I'm Brian Brushwood, and this week we have a challenge from over 100 years ago. It's back from the grave to grab you by the domino. Toast, 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 toast. Salud. All right, back again. We, of course, have my co-host from Hacking the System, Mr. Jason Murphy, and hanging out with Charles Rubach. A lot of the best ideas for Scam School are as old as dirt, and Matt Pilcher wrote me recently, including a copyright-free book of parlor amusements from 1905 that had one challenge. I want to see if you guys can pull it off. A standard set of double six dominoes comes with 28 tiles. My challenge to you guys is to get a complete set of tiles, all balanced, just on one.
You know, I don't trust Brushwood.
And normally, okay, fair enough.
Well, when Brushwood does that, we do that.
Can we do it like that?
Now, I will say this much. You could just stack 28 straight up on this one face down. But I'm just going to say, I think you can stack them any way you want, but the bottom one has to be standing up vertically.
Oh, really? I was seriously going to be Jackass Jason and just go, all right, well, let's just stack these up like that, because sometimes Jackass Jason has the right answer, and he doesn't do it because he thinks, well, I knew that, Jason, but you're being an ass.
Go ahead and try it. See how tall you can get like that.
Oh, we can totally do that, right?
Yeah, sure.
Sure, yeah, this'll work.
The good news is you get a couple beers in, you got steady hands, you got surgeon's hands.
Yeah, absolutely. If I don't have a couple beers in, I start shaking. Okay, this is 15.
16.
No.
Oh, you were going to reinforce it,
I was going to put bracers, but then I thought, I'm going to get filthy dominoes falling into my beer.
This would be a full set of 28. Sorry, I'm screwing up your thing.
Right, Brian?
It's fine. I'm fine. It's all fine. All you got to do is bounce that on that. I don't see what the big deal is, gentlemen.
All right, old steady hands Murphy.
That is what they call me.
Old Steady Murphy. I swear to God, if you do this, it's a trick for me by winning.
Now, do you want me to adjust the bottom piece?
Yes, Charles, please help contribute.
It's staying. It's staying.
Okay, all right, okay.
All right. Holy crap, I might be buying you guys drinks. I might be buying you drinks.
I don't know if you're aware, Brian, but I just go up and say, yeah, just brushwood. So you've already bought me like a lot.
I'm gonna lift my drink. I'm not gonna be accused of interfering. Oh my God.
Nope.
Oh no!
Okay, yeah, let's rethink
of
this.
things.
So the brute force didn't pay off.
I'm thinking like a reverse pyramid funnel system.
So what's your thinking here?
Just keep doing this until there's applause?
It's like I've seen Jack Brushwood. Okay, all right.
All right, but it's just one, so that's how it's got to start. This is the key to it. There's just 26 more to go.
And keep in mind, there's not just one right way to do this.
You may ask, now Jason, why did you put one in the middle there to do that? I just thought it was a good thing to do.
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
Okay, Charles here should be coloring with a flat-sided crayon because he clearly doesn't even understand what the hell is going on.
This could work.
See.
My ire of your idiocy. The first one has to be upright, Charles.
That doesn't mean I can't pick this up.
How many do we have? 5, 10. That's only 11.
I'm at 16 right here.
Oh yeah, really? See what happens. Go ahead, smart guy.
You're about to get got.
No, I'm not.
You're about to get got. Nope. He got got. Man, I don't know. Maybe Jason's onto something. All right, I'm letting you guys off the hook. Toast me, and I will reveal what is known about the ancients in a pre-internet era.
Wow, great job, everybody. Honestly, I think that's probably our best episode yet. Everybody's gonna love it. Let's take 5. We'll come back and finish it up.
A whole 5,
Dude,
John.
yeah, sweet.
We're gonna get a whole
5 whole minutes.
Sweet. Dude,
Awesome.
high five. Oh.
This could also serve as us leaving if we wanted to. All right, look, guys, I don't have much time. Bryant is telling me this is how he wants the shows to be from now on. I want my freaking voice back. The only way it can happen is if you buy a domain. Now, I've set everything up. Our friends over at Domain.com, they have domains that are fast, easy, reliable. You get the credibility of a .com or a .net. And best of all, if you use promo code SCAMSCHOOL at checkout, you'll save 15% off. I'll get my actual voice back and we can go back to normal freaking scam schools and make... Snap, here they come.
Last high five to work. Yeah. Here we go.
I just realized that I'm going to be put on the spot now because I actually have to build this tower. Charles was 100% right.
What?
His inverse funnel
Inverse funnel system.
is the key. Now, the problem is that you tried to build your inverse funnel all at once.
Okay.
And what you got to do is you got to build it with the roof on top each time. So you notice that by creating pressure both on top and on bottom, if you can get them all aligned, by the way, it does help if you can keep your elbows rested on the table. Oh, now it's coming together, right? So that's 10, 11, 12, 13. We'll do the same thing here.
Is this how it showed you to do it in the book, or are you just kind of freestyling?
Well, no, the book was from 1905. It had a picture of the finished result.
Domino science has come a long way in 110 years.
Just like we did before, side by side. There you go. And 2 on top.
24.
24. Ah! All right. And so in the original photo, it actually did all the way to 4
What?
wide. Yeah.
I knew it.
So let's try it. I want you to take these 2. Ah! All right, let's do 3. I thought we were going to do 3 across.
That's going to be a problem later.
No, it won't. Everything will be awesome. So the idea is we're as wide as possible. We can be as short as possible, so we'll wobble as little as possible.
You just do it as...
Where are we at? How many is that? 20, 21, 21, 26.
Is anyone else concerned that a couple of these look like they have blood on them? If you do the right combination, are you going to summon a demon?
Maybe. Here, we'll put demon horns on this.
Beautiful.
Demon horns!
Now that you've built your satanic tower,
Yes.
there's very little keeping you from being burned at the stake, okay?
Yeah!
You making a demon domino tower is not
Dun,
helping.
dun, 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 dun.
Good job.
What are you trying to do? What was that? What was that?
What?
was that?
What? It's the Texas
Oh,
tab.
Oh, no, I was just being polite. I was just remembering the dead. It's like, see? So before you guys say, yes, I know there's a dozen different configurations that this will work with. In fact, send me pictures of you pulling off this stunt and hit me up over at twitter.com/Schwood. There is no C in Schwood. And of course,
If you want to suggest your favorite bar scam, write me directly at brian@schwood.com. Don't forget to join us next week because we're going to show you what happens when you eat a pizza that landed on 6th Street. The answer is you die. You die of germs and pizza.
Just tipple did my ire. Your Irish is coming out. It toppled because of my tipple.
I feel fine with that.
What a bizarre ending.